Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for the month of June 2024. So, as we start, I'd like to begin by thanking all of you who is returning to this monthly series and to welcome anyone who's new to our Angelic Wisdom community. Just a few reminders, of course. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you have and select the all notification bell, like, dislike, and of course, leave your comments. If during the course of this video you feel called to have an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. Also, if you'd like to support my channel with a donation, you can select my PayPal me link for Angelic Wisdom LLC. So you can find all of this in the description area beneath this video. Likewise, if you haven't seen the general monthly angel reading for June, that link will be the first one that you will see in the description area below this video. So the format of this reading, the card in the center will represent a message from the Archangel that you'll be working with. And the cards on either side will be messages from your guardian angel. And the card on the left will be from the Major Arcana, which will highlight the general theme or lessons that are shaping and influencing the month for you. Usually they are not something that we're always aware of. However, the Minor Arcana card on the right reveals to us how it's showing up in our day-to-day awareness and ways to work with it. So let's go ahead now and take a deep breath together. And as you just tune in to your heart space with love, to the guidance of your angels, and they are showing me sort of something. It could be it's an open book, it could be an open journal, but it feels like something that you've been reading, and they're saying yes, but they write easy. So I don't know if, and this could be any kind of publication, right? Online, news, it could be fiction, it could be nonfiction, it could be anything. But they write easy, so gives me a sense more of, probably news publications. And so they want you to be aware of some of the things that you might be encountering in your reading. And the interest could vary for all of us. It could be politics, it could be financial reports and stock market things and various things. There's a sense I get as they write the word chase. I'm going to come back to that word, but be careful about sometimes the hype of something, or being chasing sort of specific information and trailing it, and especially if it's kind of creating more anxiety or worry or concern. So they're showing me my symbol for, abundance, which is a mushroom, or the fairies present. But it's growing into a large life size tree-like um, size, right? And so that's given me a sense about, because the tree usually represents the connection to your higher self and your mission with Lady Gaia, so that and this abundance being in that same symbol, it's really telling you that for you to reach for a higher awareness in terms of abundance, and if this relates to finances, there's a sense of trusting your own intuition rather than just being guided by others. Trust your own um, financial intelligence or your business sense, whatever you call it. But to do that, they're not saying disregard. They said easy, right? They said take it easy. So that means, look at the information, but then take the time to kind of go within and distill all that information in the silence of your heart. And then listen to the way your heart is beating. You're not talking about your physical heart, but your spiritual heart. And they're writing the word courage. So if the trend is sort of down or spiraling downward, but sometimes we have to have the courage to take a risk in what we believe is right. And although this is coming across like, financial, but, this could be about moving, like, oh, is it a good time to move? It's this kind of conversation. Is it a good time to kind of thing? And then you're looking at the trends, and then you're kind of getting discouraged. But maybe at first something within you was like, it's probably a good time to try this. And so you do your research, and then you kind of feel like your intuition is kind of betraying you or something, or it's misleading you. But I think we all know too from history, and that was a word they had written, that the people who really have the guts to listen to themselves in the face of something, of controversy, some kind of controversy that's sort of opposing that wisdom. And it's not like, oh, you just soared right away. You took some hits, but eventually, when it was least expected, when things were expected to go just plummet or collapse, it was at that moment you took off, or they took off. And so it's sort of that kind of thing here, where I feel like, if I can simplify it, it's just believe in yourself. Because there's always going to be a time when only you, when others won't, or the polls or the results don't agree with you, or whatever it is. But if you believe in yourself, all things are possible. All right, so let's take a look at the Archangel. And this is Archangel Justisa. And this is an interesting card for me personally. I've had this a little bit of a different connection. And as you can see, you see like these spokes of light just radiating from her, and then there's Stonehenge and the cosmic ley lines. And for me, it's like networking with her. I don't know why. Um, and at another time I'll just share like the information about what Diana Cooper talks about her. But for me, this is the way I've connected with her. Whenever I need to network, I need to, um, reach out into a network or a pool of when you're trying to just make connections for something that you're trying to do. So it says, create a solid spiritual foundation. And that for me in this moment is that what we've been talking about is distilling knowledge and information in the seat of your soul, in that quiet, in that silence, where it's sort of like if you were in a meeting and a whole bunch of people are just sort of chattering, and you're just like, stop, let me hear myself for a minute, let me hear my own thoughts, but really let me hear my voice, my own inner voice, because there's just not enough agreement. Everybody's got some kind of slightly different opinion, even if they share the same opinion or verdict or whatever I'm trying to get at it. So establish that to really click you into this network of where it's almost like a switchboard will just light up for you, and you'll make one connection after the next through this network. Now it says be in service to the planet. And I feel like make sure that what you're attempting to do is very much in connection to what you came here as a soul to do. So your service to the planet is the reason you were called. The soul, Lady Gaia called your soul to this planet in the first place at this particular time. And that is your service project to the planet. So make sure that that mission and your inner being, your inner voice, is in alignment with that foundation of truth and purpose. And then the network will just light up for you for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So the card says here, release. One, you're going through some kind of transition, but also let go of that noise. I don't know if this is a weird thing to say, but sometimes in the midst of that chaos, you just gotta let yourself go. Like it's almost you're letting go, willing to just die unto the circumstances, all of the plugs, that are the obligations that are just plugged into you. Just let that go. Freedom here is the key word that's just really popping out to me. You got to be free to be yourself, free to make the choice that's right for you in this moment. So how is this showing up in your day-to-day awareness? There is definitely this sense of wanting to hold on to resources, not wanting to be not wanting to splurge unnecessarily at the wrong time, right? You might feel like maybe I should hold on for a time when I might need this, kind of security. Now, you just need to be clear about what you really want in terms of security. What do you want right now? Do you want to just play it safe? Or do you want the security of knowing that you follow your own, course. You chart your own course. That you're true to yourself. That kind of along those lines. Let's just put it that way. Sometimes we have to get clear about, do I really have everything I need? And if I feel like I don't have everything I need, that's creating this fear, keeping me from doing the thing that I really want to do and I deserve to do, then get yourself right. Get your head straight. Because sometimes we have enough, but we just don't see that we have enough. And we live in fear. And that keeps us from being truly free. So if you had a choice, would you just choose to play it safe or to be free? Is what it comes down to. But only make this decision once you are in that place within yourself, that foundation, because that's the only way that network is going to light up for you, and where it'll seem magical that your angels are free to work on your behalf. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of June. God bless.